It's Randy out doing his job. You know, he really doesn't have to do that in my opinion. And I used to be a area manager for some sites, but he likes to get out and keep them smooth and look good. Good job, Randy. Okay, we did a lot of work today. We finished hooking up the wires to the 600 watts separated. And we had lots of people here, but they left time.
Yeah, weekend's over.
3, 2, 1.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm.
Hey, good morning guys. I thought I'd walk into the restrooms and show you what that looks like here at Elephant Butte Lake State Park. And we are again at South Monticello area. And it's just a standard bathroom, but it does have 3 showers and a couple of, stalls where you do your business. This is the handicapped. It's okay. It's like a little rust on the flap that folds in the middle. And this is just the regular shower. And there's 3 of these, and you can see there's hooks here on the left and a little bench that you can sit in each one of these. And then there's double sinks, which they actually have some soap, which I have used. It's okay. The water pressure's okay. A little trash there, a couple urinals, and then the bathrooms themselves. What I've noticed about this particular one is when you push for the water for your showers, it lasts a little longer, which is kind of nice. Out on my morning walk, thought I'd show you this. No residential trash, but that's the trash dumpsters around the RV park we're at right now, Elephant Butte, Monticello, south. And this one is kind of interesting. This is for aluminum only, and it's bigger than the regular trash. I guess they think when you come out here to fish and boat and play on the reservoir, you're gonna drink a lot more beer. My morning walk, and just wanted to mention something to you about New Mexico state parks. And if I understand correctly, and if I'm wrong, you can down in the comments make corrections, if you will, or you can email me direct, which most people seem to like to do, at ridersinthestorm2@gmail. But if you arrive at this camp after 4 o'clock and a site hasn't been taken, it's my understanding you can pull in there for one night, because nobody showed up. But I haven't ran into Randy. I'm going to ask him that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. If you pull into a place that's reserved, but the people didn't show up after 4 o'clock, the camp host can clear it out and allow you to park there. And the other thing I wanted to show you, which I did on the last vlog about this particular place, they have a really nice dump station on both sides going out and coming in. You can see the dump there and the water pressure, 2 of those, and it's really good pressure. And if you don't know how to do it all, you have instructions and a place for you to throw your trash. So Patti and I will do that as we're leaving next Sunday. We're only here for 2 weeks, and then we're on our way up to around Grant's area, Blue Water New Mexico State Park. We're headed there next, and we'll show you about all that, of course. And this dump station is right as you're coming into the park, or to the camped here at Monticello South. And this is actually the front gate. So pulling into this section. It's a really nice place, probably the best place we've ever been so far in New Mexico State Parks in terms of the distance between each campsite. And Elephant Butte Reservoir seems to be filling up. We notice the water seems to be higher and higher because of all the snow and moisture they got up north, which is also pretty cool. Here I am. I'm on the back end of this RV park, and you can see, if you look way over there, there's rigs, and that's the potable toilet at the end, or the vault toilet, excuse me. And right straight across that way over there, you can actually see our Montana fifth wheel. But this is the back end of the park, and I'm about ready to walk down to the boat launch and show you that behind this reservoir. I don't know why this guy's going really slow, but down that way, if you can see through that bush right there, there's a vault toilet down there, and there's dry camping around there, dispersed camping up that road. So now we're just going to walk down towards the boat launch and show you that. Over to the right side, there's the camp, and they tell me there's a trail to get back down here to the boat launch from the camp itself, and I'll show you that coming up. The dock, the launch area, and they do have, as you can see, people here, and plenty of places to put your boat or your trailer after you launch. Got a vault toilet again. The guys from the Mexico State Park were just down making sure they had plenty of pepa and it wasn't too dirty. And you can see straight ahead, right up there is the camp. And of course, before you launch or leaving, some stuff you should do to keep the water from certain elements that they don't want you to bring out of the water or put in the water. And it has really come up. You can see, I don't know if you can see in this video, but you can see the tops of bushes down there and trees. And so that's where the water was all the way down, but it's come up this far. And as we walk down here a little bit more, you can see somebody's down there about to launch their little boat. Sometimes this GoPro doesn't pick that up very well, stuff in the distance. But we can look over on the other side and we watch the water line. And we used to see a white line all the way across the edge, and it's not there anymore. And you can see way over there, I hope you can see more trees or bushes the water's coming up into, where it's nice and dry usually. And there's a couple of people down there probably fishing and whatnot. But this is Elephant Butte Reservoir, and it's pretty unique, pretty special. We really like camping here, so I'm trying to get my 7,000 plus steps in. Okay, this is Elephant Butte Lake State Park, West Lakeshore Trail. And they supposedly have some symbols on some of the rocks, but I think those are just painted on after the fact. We're up here, and it looks like, and we were on it for a little while on our electric bikes, but I don't think we got much past here because it gets kind of rough. But it supposedly goes all the way down to overlook Trailhead, Sailboat Cove area. And you can, on these little back roads, according to Randy, any place along here you can camp if you have the New Mexico State Park pass. Anywhere along these trails, there's places to park. Pretty interesting. Pay stations everywhere, so pay. Give you an idea of the trail we're walking on. It So it's all the way, it's supposed to be eight and a half miles up. Hey guys, I realize as I'm editing this video that this whole area is probably about 40-50 miles from way down by Caballo State Park, the reservoir there. The best place to stay around there on that particular end, which is the south end, which is by Hatch, where we got the great hamburgers. That area is Riverside. Riverside's a really good place to stay there if you want to be away from the crowds and have a little bit of a distance between you and other campers. And then up here where we are right now on this particular vlog, which I'm finishing the editing now, is Monticello south, and it is on the north side of Elephant Butte Reservoir. Those are the two best areas. Everything in the middle gets really congested. There's a lot of people that come here. That's the middle part of this vlog where we show you the sign as you're checking into Elephant Butte. That place can be really packed on the weekends. A ton of people on the beach all the time. We choose, because we're older, I guess, I don't know, to park on the far ends. Because it's nice, it's quiet, and it's a lot more peaceful, and I just wanted to put that in the middle of this this vlog. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you on the next vlog.
Okay, we're coming in, but since we have a sticker, we don't have to get in the line. We don't have to pay. This is what it looks like. Coming in. We're going to go over here to the side because we have a current pass. And I'm just going to drive around a little bit and show you. The first weekend we were here, which was last weekend or week before.
Last weekend.
No, remember we drove.
Oh, we drove up here the weekend before,
Yeah,
yes.
and this place was ridiculous. It was packed full of peeps. And, we got administration buildings over here on the right, and some other kind of.
And this road goes down to the boat ramp.
Yep. So we're just going to cruise around and show you a couple of the. Like I said, when we came down here before, this place was packed.
Across the way there that a lot of people do primitive camping out over here to the right.
Parked their rigs. And last time we were here, they were all along the water. Primitive camping. We're going down there now. You can see a guy right down there. This little fifth wheel. And down here. You can come down here as long as you have that pass for $225 a year, for 13 months. You can come all the way down here and camp. The problem is, as you can see, it's wall to wall, door to door. And there's probably better areas over on the other side somewhere, but I'm not going to go show you all of it. But this is what we saw last time, except for the camps themselves up where we're going to go now. They were full too. And then on Pati and I, we'd probably be up on that ridge right there. Because we don't like being that close to the water. We don't need to.
Okay, so we came back to the traffic circle, and now we're on Ridge Road, and that's there's a lot of camping spots here. These are ones where you can reserve these, but all along this ridge, looking out over the reservoir, there are these little cabanas and campsites.
Yeah, they look like first come, first serve. I don't see any reservation signs. Well, maybe this one does.
This is looks like an ADA handicap spot.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's a reservation site.
Yep. And they got a little kids' playground over here on the left. Pot toilets, potable vault toilets.
Vault toilets.
Another group site, which looks like they're doing it. Look at all the beach camping down there, Betty.
Yep. Sorry for the bad camera work. Trying to open windows and everything at the same time.
Yeah, try.
This is a very, very nice. I believe it's reservations only. Yes, that's what the sign says. You can also go straight ahead, and that's where you can get down to the beach camping. If you look out there at the point, there's a lot more campers out there as well.
More out there than in here.
And as you can see, there are good-sized rigs in here. Almost any size would fit. They all have a cabana off to the side, which is nice.
We have water
Covered picnic table.
and electric.
And it looks like most of them have water and electric. I doubt that any of them in here have sewer. But they're all fairly good sized. And they have a really good view, most of them do, of the lake, the reservoir. Pass a couple of these loops and go up to some of the ones near the top. Okay, this is the A loop, the top loop. Kind of give you a better idea straight on what they look like. And as you can see, you can get pretty much any sized rig in here. And you can get your rig and your tow vehicle and stuff, everything with no problem. So they are good sized sites. And as I said, they're laid out on a terrace, so it's not like you're looking into your neighbor. You can look out over them to the lake.
Yeah, but you're close enough that you can be in other people's business. So.
Yeah, they are side by side, but the sites are good sized, but they are right next to each other.
Now I wanted to show you real quick what its cell service is like. This is visible. It's actually Verizon, and it's pretty good. And I don't remember seeing the tower anywhere along here, but it is light internet. It's not 5G or anything like that, but it looks like it will work pretty good, and we like it for backup to our Starlink system. Okay, tell about my tire.
Is it supposed to be red?
Still leaking a little bit. Yeah, it's supposed to be red. Okay, let's go. Okay, we did a lot of work today. We finished hooking up the wires to the 600 watts that separated. And we had lots of people here, but they left.
Yeah, weekend's over.
The weekend's over. It's Sunday afternoon, about 5 o'clock, and everybody is...
The weekenders are gone.
Yep. So we can walk around and show you a little bit and tell you where we're going next, because we had a bit of a change of plans, because this lady, her boss wants her to fly to Baltimore again. Why are you flying to Baltimore again?
Just some meetings.
That you basically work as the support person for, right? Yeah, so she's got to go to Baltimore later this month.
No, next month.
Oh, next month. Yep. So we got to work our way up to Colorado, which is okay because that's where the grandbabies are, but we got to work our way up to Colorado and figure that out a little bit early. So we're going to Huron, New Mexico State Park. We were there last year and we like it and we know it, so we're going to do it again.
Yep.
And then we're going to go try to find some new places. So
Well, we may go to El Vado, or we may go up to San Luis Lake.
yep.
We're not sure yet.
Yeah, so we'll keep you in the loop, but that's all for this week. That's the end of our video. And we just wanted to show you this camp because it's Elephant Butte, but it's
Monticello.
South. Yeah, so we wanted to show you that because
It's wide open. There's plenty of space and puppies in the background. And then this vlog this week with telling you that we're on our way north again. Okay, see ya. Say bye, Patty.
Bye.
No, you're supposed to say bye, Patty.
Bye, Patty.
Bye, Patty.